So why is scene only 5 minutes, and where am I? Where am I? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Mariah, aka Right Baby. What's good? Okay, now that we got that out of the way, y'all are here about my experience on Empire as an extra. So let me just get started by saying this was like my first ever extra experience, my first ever TV show experience, my first ever whatever, you know, first experience, first time. Wow. Okay, so now that the episode has aired, I can talk about it. So that's great, because I made a video about this before, but I really couldn't say nothing. So I'm like, this video doesn't tell anything. But now that it's aired, we're gonna get into it, okay? So let's get started. Okay, you guys. So I never really thought about like trying to be an extra on a TV show or anything in the past. And my sister, she's really into acting and everything. So she was like, hey y'all, did y'all see that Empire is like casting extras for their show? And I'm like, what? Really? Okay. So she sent us the like picture of like the application thing, like whatever you need, and it was through Facebook. So it had like, if you want to be an extra, you need a pop profile, you need XYZ, you need blah blah blah, picture, whatever. And so I was like, okay, let's do it. Let's see what happens. And you know, I didn't really think of nothing of it. I'm like, I'm gonna just put it in and never hear from them again. So I'm like, okay, let's do that. I did the little thing. I put in my picture of like what I look like, and I had my wig on, so it was my deep wave hair. So if y'all don't know what that looks like, go check out my how to make a deep wave wig video. It'll be in the description box below. Anyway, so I had that hair, and I'm just, you know, I sent it in and boop, it's out of my head. So like some time goes by, and then all of a sudden I get an email, and it's like, availability check. Are you available for said day, said time, da da da. And I'm like, well, it didn't really have the time, it just had like the day. And I'm like, yeah, I'm available. At this point I'm like, oh, okay, yes, you know, I'm about to be on TV, you know, just because you get an availability check does not mean that you're booked. So don't think that, because that happened to me. After this, I did another one, got an availability check, and nothing. But whatever, this is about this experience, first time. So anyway, I did the availability check, and then like probably maybe like a day after, they was like, okay, cool, you're in. You're going to be, are you available to do a dress rehearsal on Thursday of whatever day, like date, and then, you know, at said location. I'm not gonna, you know, whatever the location. If you want to look it up, go ahead. But so I'm like, yeah, I'm available. I don't have a car, I don't have money, I don't have anything, but I said yes, I'm available, because I'm like, I'm gonna find a ride. So I did find a ride, and the availability check was at, the dress rehearsal thing was at 11 o'clock a.m. on a Thursday at the location. So I was like, cool, I gotta look cute, I gotta bring all these options of clothing, because they want you to bring your own options of clothing. Like for the role, my role was like a VIP party guest or whatever. My official booked role was for that. And so they said, bring your own options of dress like for the role, and then we'll have our costume designers look at it, see if they like it. If not, then they'll put you in something that we already have. So I was like, okay, I'll bring some stuff. I brought my sister's stuff because she has cuter clothes than me. So, well, cuter clothes that match the role than I do. So she was nice enough to let me take like all of her clothes, and I went with like her bag, and I went to the thing. And so I'm like, we're driving there, me and my dad, because he dropped me off. And I'm like, okay, this is it. He all excited, like I'm about to be a TV star or something. I'm like, Dad, it's just an extra role and this is just a dress rehearsal. It's like, I'm not about to see Taraji walking down the hallway. I don't think. I I didn't, you know. But so yeah, we drove. It was like 30 plus minutes. I'm not really sure exactly how long it took. It was definitely more than 30 minutes of a drive. And I'm thinking, you know, other people are going to be here. It's going to like take some time. I went in, signed in, waited, and then like the costume designer people came out, and they was like, you and you come with me, and other people just had to wait. So they was doing certain people at a time. I was in the dressing room with another person. She was cool. I ain't mind. You know, it's like school. You get dressed in gym in front of somebody else. So I don't really care. So I put on the first outfit option that I had. And they was like, okay, that's cute. That's cute. It was a 3-piece outfit set from Fashion Nova. Fashion Nova comes in clutch. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it was so cute. And it was like a little, one of them tops with like print. It was like faux Versace or something with the jacket. And then if I have the picture, or like if I could find it, I'll put it somewhere on the screen. And then it had shorts, but like the jacket was long enough to like when you turned around you can't see the shorts underneath, so it kind of looked like you didn't have nothing on. So it was like, that's problematic a little bit, so we're gonna put you in one of our skirts, but you wear the shirt, the jacket, and some heels, the heels that I brought. And then they gave me a clutch. So when the shoes that I had were really like uncomfortable, but I didn't really notice until I started walking in it, because didn't really need to walk in them, so I didn't really notice. I put them on to, you know, show them, but that was it. So they kept the outfit overnight and the filming was the next day. So I left the stuff there overnight. I accidentally left the bottoms, and I'm like, oh Lord, I hope they put it all together in a bag, because it's not my outfit, and if they lose the bottoms, then I gotta buy a whole nother bottoms for my sister, and I ain't got money. So they didn't lose it, thankfully. But so I left it there, and all this process was like 15 minutes or like 30 minutes at the most. It was super fast. Actually, it was still 11. Yeah, it was like 11:30 when I was done. And so I had to call my dad. I'm like, Dad, I'm finished. Can you come pick me up? But he literally just got off the expressway to go back home. So he had to turn right back around and come get me. So I'm like, sorry, I thought it would, you know, take longer. But apparently that's why they have you bring your own stuff, so that way the process can go faster. So all that done, the call time for Friday was in the afternoon sometime. I don't really remember exactly. All I know is that we were there for 10 hours and I left at like 4:30 in the morning. So if you want to do the math, or I'll try to do the math and put it right there. I don't know, whatever. But so it was like afternoon. So I got there, I had to sign in, and we went upstairs to the holding place where they had the extras at. So you went up there, you signed in, and you found your section, because they had you grouped by section. Like if you were playing drag queens sections right here. If you're playing VIP, whatever, you know, you get the idea. So they have different sections. So I went to my section, and then they were like, if you were pre-dressed, go down to wardrobe and get your outfit, so that way, you know, you can change and be ready for when they call you. So I did that. I went to wardrobe, and I was about to get my wardrobe. No, I'm lying. I went to wardrobe, got my outfit, went back upstairs. And when I came back upstairs, there was a man. He was looking for people to fill a scene for like the hospital scene, and he was like, you. Right when I walked in, I was like, okay, what do you want? So he was like, this guy, and you come with me, okay? And I was like, cool, where are we going? And it was like, it's just like another scene. I was like, oh, okay. I was so flattered. I was like, oh, sure, I'll go with you for this other scene. So it was just like me waiting in the waiting room for Andre after like something happened with his wife and baby or something like that. So I went down. Well, they first had to get me some shoes. I came in my clothes. They said your clothes is fine. I had on the black crop top with like spaghetti straps, one of those squared off outfits, and then like some plain blue shorts, and then I had on some flip-flops. But they was like, oh, you're gonna need some gym shoes, so we'll go to wardrobe, get you a pair of gym shoes and some socks, and then we'll go. So I had to go to wardrobe and wait for them to find me a pair of gym shoes. And then I'm sitting here, you know, waiting for the shoes, and here coming this way is Becky. I'm just gonna call her Becky because I know her real name, but I can't pronounce it. So it's Gabri, you know, her. She was coming this way, and then she looked at me, she was like, hi. I was like, hi, hello. I know it's just like, girl, she just said hi. Like, it's not that big a deal. I was just like, oh my goodness, she said hi to me. I'm so flattered, you know. I was just like, I was just really wanting to see like Taraji or Terrence or somebody. They weren't there that day, sad, I know, but it was still like a fun experience. So I got the shoes, we went to the scene, and they're like, you can sit right here. And I was like, right there, this is the scene. And they put me right in there. I was like, oh, I will be on TV. You will definitely see my face because I'm sitting right here, and the actors are right here to me. Like, I'm this literally where they were. I'm like fake reading a magazine. Oh, because they was talking about something. I'm like, oh, I'm trying not to look up, but I did a little bit. And then so the director, I don't know if I can say his name, but you know, I feel like his information is out there anyway. So Mario, the director, he came, sat next to me. He was telling, well, at first he was talking to the actors because, you know, they're the important ones. So he was telling them, you know, that was good, or blah, 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 we're gonna do it again, whatever. So they were getting some stuff rearranged, and he comes sit next to me, you know, starts conversation or whatever. I'm speaking back. I'm like, oh my goodness, the director is talking to me. It's, you know? So, and then he told me, you know, try not to, you know, be so obviously looking up like you're listening to the conversation. Just, you know, you can glance up, you know, whatever, but try to read the magazine. And the magazine was pretty interesting because it was talking about Mariska Hargitay, aka Olivia Benson from Law & Order, and that's my favorite show. So I was literally reading to find out the information. Okay, so I was doing that, and then like the whole scene literally only took like 30 minutes. And I'm just like, well, I'm hoping that I'm in the scene, like on TV, because the camera is right here, I'm right here, and the actors are right here, and there was a space, so like they weren't blocking me. So I was like, you know, we'll see what happens. That was just like a spur of the moment little thing, but my actual scene, that's what I'm trying to, you know, be in the camera for. So after that, you know, I mean, I met like a few nice people on that part of the set, like for the hospital scene. Some people who worked there were talking to me or whatever, like trying to make conversation, and like some of the other extras, people were like really nice. So after the scene was, oh, and we got food. Like, I stole some of the food. Not stole, they said we could have some, but you know, I just thought it was cool. So, and that scene had obviously Andre in it, or Trey, whatever his name, last name, Byers, I think. Sorry. But so yeah, after that I went back upstairs to the holding with the other extras, and then they had actual like food, like dinner food. So I went up there, ate some food, you know, and just waited until it was our time to be called down. So we went, after everybody ate and some time went past, we got to go downstairs, and they gave us like a little speech about how to act like as an extra, not literally act, but like behave. And when people say you're supposed to be talking, you're not actually talking, you're, you know, moving your mouth to make it look like you're speaking, but you're not actually saying stuff, because if you do, the camera will pick it up, and then they'll have to reshoot the scene, and then we'll be there forever. They said that like a million times, but I guess some people don't listen because they still did it anyway. And I'm just like, shh, because I'm not trying to, you know, be here. I mean, yeah, we get paid for this, but we're getting paid for 8 hours. Set pay for 8 hours, and then, you know, time and a half for if it goes over, which it did. But it's not like it was a lot, because I ended up, when I got the paycheck, I ended up still, you know, getting that rate anyway because of taxes and whatever. So anyway, So I had on my outfit. Everybody's dressed up all cute and stuff. They sent certain groups in at a time. When it was my turn, I saw some of the people from the past scene, and you know, they was like, hey, I remember you. You were in the hospital. And I was like, yes, I was. Thank you for remembering me. So they gave us little cups full of like juice, like that was supposed to be alcohol because it was a club. And then they sent us in and they gave us the instructions. And then Mario was also directing this scene, so I saw him again. He was also sparking up conversation with me, and he was really nice, you know, like talking to me and like a few other people. But and he was also trying to be like friendly to everybody working there, or you know, on the scene. And we had to do the scene. This is what made me mad, bro. The scene in the show was only about 5 minutes, but it was like broken up, you know, because they have like different scenes in between. So the whole scene was like around at maximum 5 minutes, and literally the whole filming of the scene was 8 hours. So why is the scene only 5 minutes, and where am I? Where am I in the scene? Because I was looking for me, didn't find me. I saw the back of my head for like a second, and I'm just like, what? Was that it? Was that it? Are you serious? 8 hours of me walking and my feet dying. Literally by the end of filming, I couldn't stand because they would not let us take off our shoes. And I'm like, the main actors, they were in wedges, like sneaker wedges, or they got to take their shoes off, like, and you couldn't see their feet anyway. So they were fine. They were perfectly comfortable. Everybody else, however, you could not take your shoes off. And I was dying, bro, like literally dead, just dead. And I'm just like, please let me just rest my feet for 2 seconds. And the problem was, like, they'd be like, okay, cut. All right, everybody reset, going again. And that was literally it for 10 hours. 10 hours of me walking, because they had me walking. They didn't have everybody in the scene after like half of the time, and then like by the end they had like literally only a few people. And so I was like in there the whole time because Mario liked me and whatever. He was like, you're in this, you got it, you go right ahead. And I'm like, that's great, but I want to sit down like so bad. But the thing is, you guys, this part is the craziest part. So like I said, you know, he liked me or whatever. We was talking. I told him I was interested in sign language because that's my major. So he asked me to teach him like a few things, like how do you say salad, or how do you say director, or like best director in the world. So I was like, I got you. So I showed him, and then he, after a while, you know, he was like, you're pretty cool. If you want to be in other scenes or whatever, or like if you want to do more acting work, then just let me know. And I'm like, what? For real? Me? What? So I was like, definitely, you got it. And then so they take our phones and all that when we get in there, so that we don't like reveal backstage information or anything. So I didn't have my phone, but he had his phone. So he was like, here, take my phone, put your phone number in, send a message to yourself so you got my phone number. I was like, what? For real? Are you serious? So he gave me his phone. I'm like, wow, this is really happening. But here's the part that everybody gonna be mad at me about. So we were there for a long time. At this point, it was like 3, almost 4 in the morning. I wasn't really tired. Like, me being tired really wasn't the issue. It was the fact that my feet were hurting so bad. I couldn't focus or concentrate on anything else except for the pain that I was feeling in my feet. So I'm like, okay, cool. And then the last 2 numbers must have been wrong, because I put in my phone number, I sent the message to myself, and I'm like, I see it, and I'm like, this is a green message. So he must have an Android, because his phone case was super thick. But looking back at it, I'm like, I inputted my information as it was an iPhone, but I didn't register that at the time. I was just like, green message, Android. Okay. But then I'm like, when I finally got my phone back, I looked, I'm like, there's no message here. Maybe the signal is like taking a while. So come to realize, I know for a fact I put in the area code correct, the first 3 numbers correct, and the first 2 numbers of the last 4. But the one of or both of the last 2 numbers had to have been wrong because I don't have the number. Oh my goodness. So I told my mom and my dad that, hey, I met Mario director, and they were like, are you serious? Like, do you even know who that is? Like, he's in like New Jack City and all this stuff, and he directed all these things. I'm like, wow, that's so cool, because I haven't seen New Jack City before, so, you know. And they were like, you're so young. And I'm like, yeah, well. And then I told them about like the phone number and all that stuff, and they were so excited. And I told my sister, and she was super happy. And then I told them that I don't have anything, so I must have did it wrong, and now everyone's mad at me and all that stuff. So what can you do, you know? And I could look him up on social media. I did send him a message, but you know, after that, you know, you're a director, you get so many DMs, it's just like, you know, that's not the best way to communicate. So that's, you know, my story. I had the director's number, and I don't anymore. So that's on me, you know, stupid me. But it's okay, because if it was meant to happen, it would have happened. So that's fine. And that's not the last opportunity I could have that, you know, my sister's been on there for recurring episodes, not recurring episodes, but like different episodes. She's been rebooked. So that's great for her. And I'm just over here at school because I can't really like get booked anyway because I have to go to class. So I guess it worked out. But anyway, that's the whole little spiel. The experience was cool. The people were nice working there. I had a lot of fun, besides the fact that I almost didn't have feet. Like when I took off my shoes and I got home, walking on the bare ground felt like I was literally walking on needles. It hurt so much. And the next day, my feet were killing me, bro. I could barely sleep, and I could barely function the next day because my feet were in so much pain. That's how they were working me so hard. But anyway, that's my story. That's my experience of working on Empire. If I can include the clip, I will. I definitely felt like SpongeBob from that episode when he was on TV, like the top of his head, he saw it, he was like, oh look, there I am. That was definitely me when I seen the episode, because I was like too thirsty to find myself. And then I was really mad that the long scene that I filmed only had the back of me, and then the scene that I wasn't even booked for had the whole of me. So if you want to see me, it's on Empire season 6 episode 2, and I'm at the hospital scene. So look for the hospital scene. You're gonna see me sitting there reading my magazine like a professional. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel and click the bell notification button so you know when I post new videos. Okay, so thank you guys so much, and comment down below how you thought this experience was. If you thought I'm a goofy because I lost the number, or if you thought the experience was still good overall, then just let me know down in the comment section below. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.